Hello, I'm that fellow in the coat. I look clean, so you don't have to. Oh, it's because I had a shower this morning rather than in the evening, like I usually do. Here's character profiles. I like comics. Garfield, Beetle Bailey, Peanuts, you name it. But there's one comic book series I'm most fond of. It's the continuing adventures of Monica's Gang. Created by Brazilian artist Mauricio de Souza in 1959, these comics revolve around the stories of many different characters, from cavemen to dinosaurs. But most notably, the 4 children that star in their own separate comic books: Monica, Jimmy, Smudge, and Maggie. The immense popularity of these characters in Brazil has led to amusement parks, an animated television series, feature films, and merchandise. In addition to that, they've also been translated into other languages like Italian, Spanish, and English. They've also starred in their own parodies of Star Wars and Batman, as well as appearing alongside famous superheroes. They are who all other comic characters should aspire to be and live up to. Unfortunately, for some reason, they have not found a large audience in North America or Europe yet. Because of this high quality material, this whole episode will be devoted to introduce the humor and characters of Monica's Gang. The main character and the glue that holds it all together is, of course, Monica. Although not the first character created by de Souza for the series, she still serves as the mascot of the series. She is the lead of the group, much to the annoyance of many of the boys in the neighborhood. Almost always by her side is Samson, her blue toy rabbit, named due to Monica's superhuman strength. Though liked among her peers, she also receives plenty of hardships due to teasing. Constant insults thrown her way include Fatty, Bucktooth, Shorty, and Banana Head. But she has her own special way of dealing with that. However, despite the teasing and rabbit bashing, they still get along well together and still play with each other. Next we have Jimmy, whose original name is Cebolinha, meaning little onion, due to the 5 strands of hair that he has in his head. While he's still friends with Monica, he's also one of her greatest torments, due to the constant name-calling he throws her way, as well as his tendency to tie Samson's ears together. He is usually concocting infallible plans to get the title of the leader of the neighborhood from Monica, but a misstep always occurs that ruins the plan in the end. He has done just about everything, from pretending to bleed to putting on a fake magic show. Yet he was always thinking up new ideas for plans, much to the chagrin of the other boys. Jimmy also has a speech impediment where the original Portuguese comics, he switches the letter R for L. This leads to some funny situations. For instance, when he asks a woman to help across the road, she hears it as him asking to cross the moon. Aiding Jimmy in many of his escapades is Smudge, who suffers from aquaphobia. Definition: a persistent fear of water. Due to this, he has never gotten wet, thus he does not swim, he does not wash his hands, and he does not have a bath. You get the idea. He is always dirty, and thus, he is my favorite character of the bunch. Despite the many attempts from his family and friends for him to have a shower, they are always unsuccessful. Nonetheless, they are not bothered by the smell some of the time, and due to his athletic abilities, the others like to have him on their team, just as long as he doesn't raise his arms in celebration. Though a bright character most of the time, Smudge is usually the one responsible for ruining Jimmy's plans, and much to the annoyance of Jimmy. In fact, in one story that ends with Smudge's mother revealing that their fake blood is in fact ketchup, Jimmy says that Smudge, if it's not you that gives the plan away, it's your mother. Finally, there's Maggie, Monica's best friend. While Smudge has his fear of water, Maggie has her constant need for food. Though watermelon is what she eats a lot of the time, she will have just about any food that crosses her path. If she's in a deep sleep, calling her for lunch will usually wake her up. And if her eyes catch a single sight of food, she just has to have it. Although this is not without its problems, as it will reach a point where she'll have a stomach ache. Although she will instantly get back to eating a whole pizza in one gulp. She is also the voice of reason for Monica, and at some points, she becomes suspicious when she feels one of Jimmy's plans is afoot. Although she has a tendency to eat more snacks than anything else, she will have everything from just about every food group, which is how she manages to keep a slim figure. That and, well, she's a cartoon character. Now some of you are wondering, if the series is so good, why it doesn't get a wide release in North America? Well, even though these comics are good, clean fun, in this dull cartoon environment, parents groups are sure to complain. For example, they will complain about Monica always hitting the boys. Well, it's supposed to be funny, and it's not without reason. There's also Smudge not having a shower. Well, considering the comics show the negative results of this, I don't see a problem. And then there's Maggie eating everything in sight and without gaining weight. Well, like I said, she eats an equal amount of food from all the major food groups. And when she does just eat fattening foods, she actually does gain weight. These characters are actually quite good influences. They're outside most of the time, running and playing, they get along with their friends most of the time, and when they get in trouble, they always learn their lesson in the end. Okay, usually at this point, I'll pick a fan work that best represents the characters, but in this case, I'm doing something different and suggesting you visit the official website, the link of which is shown right here. On there, you can read the comics both translated to English as well as their original Portuguese versions. And that's it for today. I'm not filling the coat. I look clean, so you don't have to. I need a new opening line. That new one does not work. You got hit with a rabbit. Okay. I like comics. Garfield, Beetle Bailey, Peanuts, you name it. But there's one comic book series I'm most fond of. It's already gave you an interview! You idiot!